In this episode, we cover a studio that just changed the gaming space forever. So today we're going to be talking about a studio called Gunzilla and their popular title called Off the Grid. Now this game has been making waves since late last year, and for all the right reasons, especially if you're a fan of crypto. Today we're going to break down more about the studio, how the game actually works, as well as a major milestone that's actually happening for the platform today. So if you enjoy the video or find it helpful, please take a moment to like and subscribe.
What's up, Cobra fans? Welcome to Cobra's Corner. Is this for real? Yes, Black Sabbath.
So Off the Grid is a free-to-play, cyberpunk-themed battle royale shooter developed by Gunzilla Games. Now this studio has over 340 employees and a team of gaming veterans from major companies like EA, Ubisoft, and Crytek. Early access launched on October 8th of 2024 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. And it's notable as the first blockchain game to hit consoles. The game is actually directed by acclaimed filmmaker 𝐂𝐆𝐃, who's also responsible for District 9 and Elysium with Matt Damon. Off the Grid blends high-octane multiplayer combat with a narrative-driven world, aiming to bridge mainstream gaming with Web3 tech. Since launch, it has garnered significant attention, topping the Epic Games free-to-play charts, and also amassing over 9.12 million wallets and 100 million transactions in the first month alone. Now this is a third-person battle royale shooter. It has both PvP, player versus player, and PvE, player versus environment elements. It'll support up to 150 players per match, right now only 60 in early access, and players compete on the dystopian Teardrop Island, which is a war-torn setting filled with futuristic weapons and cybernetic enhancements. Players loot, trade, and fight to be the last one standing, kind of like Hunger Games, where survival and resource collection are key. Now the game has some unique features, and the first one I want to highlight here is their Cyber Limbs system. Players can equip cybernetic limbs with special abilities, either found on the map or looted from opponents. These add dynamic gameplay, allowing for customized playstyles like enhanced speed, strength, tactical abilities. You can shoot from your legs, you can swing, and you are able to attach or have multiple abilities at once. Another feature I want to highlight here is their narrative integration, because as you're playing, it sometimes feels like you're watching a movie. So unlike traditional battle royales, Off the Grid actually weaves a cinematic storyline directed by 𝐂𝐆𝐃, which explores the island's dark history. Now this narrative is going to expand with a full campaign in future updates, but as you're loading into games, you are going to be shown these cutscenes of military soldiers practicing with different cybernetics. And as you're watching, you really get this feeling that what you're looking at is real footage. For those who have watched District 9, that documentary style feel to the movie is the same feeling you get while playing this game. Its early success actually outpaced Destiny 2 and Call of Duty MW3 in Twitch viewership, which shows its appeal to mainstream gamers, even those unfamiliar with crypto, which we will talk about. Now players can find what are called hexes, or small loot boxes, during matches. And these hexes contain items like weapons, skins, clothing, or mods for your character. Now these items can be minted as NFTs on the Guns platform, allowing players to trade or sell them for Gun tokens, the game's crypto. What's very important for me to note here is that Gunzilla emphasizes that NFT interaction is optional, which means players can enjoy the full game without actually engaging with any blockchain features whatsoever. This is something that I think they've done an exceptional job on, and it's actually the first thing I pointed out when I played the game, that you weren't prompted to create a wallet or create some sort of an account. You log in, and somewhere in that process, your wallet's created for you. There is nothing blockchain or NFT related that's shoved in front of you. Now to actually open the hexes we were just talking about and access the content inside, players have to use specific in-game locations called nodes. So you or your team have to get to these locations to extract the hex boxes, while other teams are pretty much trying to stop you from doing that. So in terms of gamification, this adds another layer to that experience. Now, the game's blockchain elements are designed to be invisible to casual players, focusing on gameplay first. This approach has actually been praised for making Web3 accessible, avoiding the pay-to-win pitfalls of earlier crypto games. So all in all, Off the Grid is certainly a potential game changer for blockchain gaming perceptions. Now, unlike past crypto games criticized as cash grabs, Off the Grid aims to prioritize fun with blockchain as an optional layer. Now, I did mention the studio behind this game, Godzilla Games. They have over 130 developers with credits on titles like Far Cry, Call of Duty, The Last of Us, and expertise from people like that help ensure AAA quality production. They also raised over $100 million from venture capital firms like Republic Capital, Blizzard Fund, and Delphi Ventures, and over 5 years of development went into this game before its early access late last year. Now, the large milestone that's happening for the platform today has to do with their MainNet migration. This means the game is transitioning its GUNS blockchain network from a test net, a testing environment, to a MainNet, aka the live, fully optional blockchain. This now enables the trading, buying, and selling of in-game assets on the GUNS marketplace. Now, how exactly is this going to impact players? And there's two different sides to this. You have your Web3 gamers and your traditional gamers. So first, those engaged with the NFTs and the GUN tokens, they can now participate in this economy of buying, trading, and selling items all on chain. For traditional gamers, the migration doesn't affect gameplay at all because all the blockchain stuff is optional. However, it may still spark curiosity among those who don't know much about it and want to learn more about earning real-world value from in-game assets. This has been happening with CSGO for a while now. If you know, you know. Now, as of right now, Off the Grid is still in early access with plans for a full release in 2025. This includes new maps, new modes, and a complete narrative campaign, but that doesn't mean you can't start playing today. They do have one map available with the option of playing trios and now solos starting today. For those who have been involved in the crypto or NFT space for a little while now, the success of a game like this could reshape attitudes towards blockchain gaming entirely, and you could argue actually that they've already done this a bit. But I think that if they continue on a path like this, they could very well reach a day where they're challenging large games like Fortnite or Warzone, all while proving the viability of Web3 and the fact that it can go mainstream. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Ladies and gents, that is going to conclude today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed. That was a full breakdown of Off the Grid, Godzilla Studio, and their new migration taking place today. Now, I do want to start playing this game more, so if you guys are interested in me going live and streaming some gameplay, let me know, and maybe we can get some people in the community involved as well. But if you enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below what you want to see in a future episode, and as for our next, I will catch you then.